Hello guys, good evening.
Sir.
Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Today I will explain you MCQ questions from alkyl halides and aryl halides. You already know few past year JEE questions are left, 10 or 15 questions. I will explain those questions now. Listen next, 49th question. Consider the following bromides. Consider the following bromides. Option A is option B is you already know here CH2 is there. Option C. The correct order of SN1 reactivity is SN1 reactivity. Tell me. The correct decreasing order of SN1 reactivity.
BCA, sir.
BCA.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's correct. It depends upon stability of carbocation. Suppose here bromine lost, here comes positive charge. This is allylic carbocation, highly stable carbocation compared to these two. Next, here positive charge. This is secondary carbocation. This is allylic. Suppose bromine lost here. So positive charge is here. This is primary. Reactivity order is first allylic, B, then C, then A. Option is, which option is correct?
Yes.
Yes, A is correct. Next question. The organic chloro compound which shows complete stereochemical inversion during an SN2 reaction is.
Sir, which question is it, sir?
This is 49th question, previous year JEE question.
Okay, sir.
Previous year question, 49th, next question 50. The organic chloro compound which shows complete stereochemical inversion during an SN2 reaction is option A, C2H5, CHCl, option B, CH3, 5, CCl, CH3 twice, CHCl, option D, CH3Cl. During SN2 reaction, you already know during SN2 reaction, it gives completely stereochemical opposition. It gives inversion product. We are calling Walden inversion. Which is more reactive towards SN2 reaction? Which is more reactive towards SN2 reaction?
D, sir.
Very good. D. D is more reactive towards SN2. That's what it only gives stereochemical inversion product. Option D is correct. Because this is secondary, this is tertiary, this is secondary, this is more reactive towards SN2. Next this, least is this. So we know during SN2 reaction we are getting Walden inversion product. So option D is correct. Next, 51. Trans 2-phenyl 1-bromocyclopentane on reaction with alcoholic KOH produces. Very important. Carefully listen this question. Trans 2-phenyl 1-bromo. Okay. Both are in trans to each other. Here hydrogen atom is there. Here also hydrogen atom. Sorry, not cyclopentane, not cyclohexane. Cyclopentane. This is on reaction with alcoholic KOH. Reacting with alcoholic KOH. What happens? Reaction with alcoholic KOH, elimination of HBr takes place. HBr eliminates. But from where it eliminates? Here bromine atom is eliminated. Here also one hydrogen atom is available. And this is alpha position, this is beta position. So beta elimination takes place during alcoholic KOH. This is also beta. But already we discussed about this. During beta elimination reaction, trans elimination takes place. Trans elimination. See, bromine is here. Hydrogen is this side. Are these two in trans or cis position? Anirudh?
Sir, those two are in cis.
Both are in cis. Very good. Both are one side. So this is cis. So this hydrogen elimination not possible. Only trans position. Look, this hydrogen. Not even this hydrogen. This hydrogen. This hydrogen and this bromine. Both are in trans to each other. That's what this hydrogen and here bromine atom is eliminated. Now the product is here double bond. No need to write all hydrogens. Now the final product is phenyl is inside only. Now give the IUPAC name. So double bond we have to give first position and 2, 3. Product name is 3-phenyl.
3-phenyl cyclopentane.
Cyclopentane 1-ene. Cyclopentene. Double bond is there here. 3-phenyl cyclopentane. Which option?
Option D. D.
Very good. Option D is correct. Mind it. Elimination means trans elimination occurs always. Next, 52. CH3Br plus nucleophile.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, could you explain it 1 second, sir? My internet connection was bad, so I'm not able to.
This reactant is trans 2-phenyl cyclobromopentane. This is here bromine. Here phenyl. Here hydrogen atoms are present. This is the reactant. Reactant name is trans 2-phenyl one bromocyclopentane. This is the reactant. We are reacting with alcoholic KOH. During alcoholic KOH elimination reaction, trans elimination takes place. Trans elimination takes place. This is alpha carbon. This is beta carbon. Even this is also beta carbon. Beta hydrogen is available. Here also beta hydrogen is available. From alpha position is halogen, bromine is lost. From beta position must have to lose hydrogen. This hydrogen is cis to bromine. This bromine and hydrogen are in one side. This is cis position. So this hydrogen elimination not takes place. Only trans this hydrogen. This hydrogen and this bromine are in trans to each other. That's what final product is. Bromine lost, and from here hydrogen is lost. So here double bond. This phenyl is as it is. Phenyl and hydrogen. Name of the product is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3-phenyl cyclopentene. Cyclopentene. This is the product. Doubt clear?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Okay. Mind it. Trans elimination takes place always. During elimination reaction, trans elimination only occurs. Don't think this bromine, this hydrogen losses. This is the wrong. Only this bromine and trans position hydrogen. This is lost. Okay. Next question. See, that is a nucleophilic substitution reaction 52. Nucleophilic substitution reaction. The decreasing order of the rate of the above reaction with the nucleophile A and D is. Okay, downstairs few nucleophiles are given. What is the reactivity of nucleophiles during the reaction?
Sir, is it option C?
No. Nucleophilic characteristic depends upon inductive effect. Okay, first right, PHO, phenyl, phenoxide ion, O minus, and option B is next acetate ion, CH3, COO minus, OH minus, CH3O. Which is more reactive? This is more reactive because nucleophilic character means the tendency to donate negative charge or lone pair of electron. All oxygen atom having negative charge, all are ready to donate negative charge to some electrophile carbon. So here, because of methyl group, due to plus I effect, this is a highly nucleophilic character. Because methyl donates electron density to oxygen. That's why oxygen easily donates negative charge to electrophilic.
Sir, is it
center.
option B?
Option B, D, C, B, A. No. Wait, next one is OH minus, no doubt. Because here there is no electron withdrawing and electron donor, simply hydrogen atom. But if we come into here electron withdrawing group is there. C double bond O is electron withdrawing. However, here resonance also possible, mind it. Negative charge is here and this is shifted here. It gives CH3, C bond O minus here and here double bond. Resonance occurs here. And even here also resonance possible. However, which is more reactive? No doubt D is more reactive first. This is more reactive. CH3O is more reactive. After OH minus is more reactive. This having only 2 resonance structures. Yes, only 2. But phenoxide ion having 3 resonance structures are possible. So these three are the resonance structure. Finally, it gives the same structure. So compared to this, this is somewhat stable. I mean, it's the intermediate also. That's what this is more reactive. Phenoxide ion. Yeah. Phenoxide ion leads the less reactive this species, acetate ion. So option
A, sir.
A is correct. B, C, A, B. Yes, A is correct. Next, you can answer easily this question. 53. The structure of the major product formed in the following reaction is reaction with NaCN, sodium cyanide. In present solvent is DMF. What is the product? Which option is correct? Dhanush? (53) in presence
Sir,
of
D.
Na. Option D, correct. D is correct. This iodine is not possible to replace. Only this chlorine we can replace with CN. Yes, option D is correct. Next, 54.
Sir, is it B? Alkanes.
54. Alkane, correct. Okay. Alkyl halide reacts with dialkyl copper reagent to give. Okay. This reaction I didn't tell you. It's actually a higher level question. I will tell you some concepts. First, note down this. Corehouse synthesis. This is on name reaction. Alkyl halide treated with lithium metal. Use alkyl lithium. This is a byproduct. Now 2 moles of alkyl lithium treated with copper. Not only copper, we have to take a copper halide. Gives plus Li, dialkyl copper. LiX. Now dialkyl copper reacted with alkyl halide. It gives alkane. Product is alkane, and this is the byproduct. This reaction is also called Gilman reaction. Li. Yes, LIX is the byproduct. This is the reagent name dialkyl cuprate lithium. Sometimes also called Gilman reagent also. This is the reaction is called Gilman reaction, also called Corehouse synthesis. It's completed.
Yes, sir.
So now answer is alkane. Option B is correct. 54. Next 55. On mixing ethyl acetate with aqueous sodium chloride, the composition of the resultant solution is on mixing ethyl acetate CH3, COO, C2H5, ethyl acetate with aqueous sodium chloride. Aqueous sodium chloride. The composition of the resultant solution is whatever, nothing happens. There is no reaction between these two. So the product is no product, no reaction. So option A is correct option. CH3, COO, C2H5 plus NaCl. 55, A is correct. Next question. Acetyl bromide reaction with excess of CH3MgI followed by treatment with a saturated solution of NH4Cl gives acetyl bromide reaction with CH3MgI. Grignard reagent, from this we are getting CH3 minus, which is carboanion attacking here. Bond pair of electrons shifted to oxygen atom. Use CH3, C bond O. Here this CH3 is attached. Still bromine atom is here only. Oxygen carrying negative charge. Bromine is somewhat better leaving group. This negative charge involved in the formation of pi bond. Immediately this bromine atom is lost as Br minus. Now again it gives ketone CH3, C double bond O, CH3. But this reactant substrate is treated with excess of methyl magnesium iodide. So again CH3 minus attacks this one. Shifted here. Gives CH3, 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 O minus, minus is linked to MgI. Now reacting with aqueous ammonium chloride. However, here we are using aqueous. Water is there as a solvent. So here hydrolysis takes place. Here comes H, this side going OH. Our product is CH3, 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 OH. Plus byproduct is MgOH, I is the byproduct. What is the name of the product? Two, three. 2-methyl prop 2-ol. What is the correct option? Option C, 2-methyl 2-propanol. Option C is correct.
Sir, doesn't that 2 matters? In option C, it is written 2-methyl 2-propanol.
Yeah, correct.
And-
That is also alcohol. This is also alcohol. Oh, you
Yeah,
are saying
sir,
its
but-
IUPAC name is any difference? Yes. 2-methyl
Yes, sir.
propan 2-ol we are writing, but here also given same. Means,
Yeah, sir, but it
name is-
matters or
No,
not?
no, it's not a matter. No, no. 2-methyl
Mm.
2-propanol. Yes, 2-propanol. That's correct only.
Okay, sir.
Next question. 57. The compound formed on heating chlorobenzene with chloral in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid is chlorobenzene treated with chloral. Cl, Cl, Cl. This is the chloral formula. Trichloro. IUPAC name is 2,2,2 trichloro ethanol with chloral. Presence of concentrated H2SO4. Product is DDT. Note down this reaction. Chlorobenzene with this common name is chloral. Directly write product name DDT. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Before 58th question, I think you already know, you did in practicals also this reaction. Presence of halogen in a given salt or in a given compound, we are finding with the help of silver nitrate. Suppose a solution having chloride ion, when it is treated with silver nitrate, it gives AgCl white precipitate. Suppose if we got during the reaction white precipitate, there must be a presence of Cl minus ion. Suppose solution having bromide ion, reaction with silver nitrate, it gives AgBr. It is yellow. Even iodine also gives yellow. Silver iodide is yellow color. This is a test for halogen. Okay, now carefully listen question 58. Bottles containing C6H5I and C6H5CH2I lost their original labels. They were labeled A and B for testing. A and B were separately taken in test tubes and boiled with NaOH solution. The end solution of each tube was made acidic with the dilute HNO3 and then some AgNO3 solution was added. Substance B gave a yellow precipitate. Which one of the following statement is true for this experiment? Here we are taking C6H5I, C6H5CH2I. Two compounds are given, but they didn't mention which is A, which is B. We have to find out which one is A, which one is B. Okay, first of all, these reactions are separately treated with NaOH. This is also treated with NaOH, and further, in presence of HNO3 and reacted with AgNO3. This is also same. Further reaction with AgNO3. Solution for substrate B gave a yellow precipitate. Here, which one gives yellow precipitate?
Sir, B,
Tell me.
sir, here. Second one.
Second one, correct?
Yes,
Because replacement of iodine with a silver, replacement of this iodine is much difficult. You already know iodine having lone pair of electrons. This lone pair of electrons involves in resonance. That's what the breaking of this bond is much difficult. So this is not possible to replace. So only possibility is this iodine we can remove easily. That's what the finally given. Which one of the following? Substance B gave a yellow precipitate. This is only gives yellow precipitate. So this becomes B. Obviously this becomes A. Which one of the following statement is true for this experiment? Option A is A was C6H5I. Is it correct?
yes, sir.
A was, this is only C6H5I. Option B is A was C6H5CH2I. No, option B is wrong. Option C is B was C6H5I. No, this is A. Addition of HNO3 was unnecessary. Okay, that's not mandatory. Option A is correct, man. Option A is correct. A was C6H5I. Any doubt here? Banu, Anjali, Dhanush, Chirag. Any doubt?
Sir, yes, sir. I can understand.
No, sir.
Sir, I
Kavya?
didn't understand.
No doubt, sir.
It's just a simple logic here. This iodine we cannot replace, only this iodine only possible to replace. Okay. Go to next 59th question. The reaction of chloroform with alcoholic KOH and paratolidine forms. Reaction of chloroform with alcoholic KOH and paratolidine. Already I told you this reaction. What is the product? In presence of chloroform and potassium hydroxide aqueous, alcoholic, alcoholic KOH. Its amine group changes to isocyanide group. This is the product. Option A is correct. Test name is isocyanide test. This is used for the identification of NH2 group. And last question. CH3MgI is an organometallic compound due to why we are calling CH3MgI or Br in chlorine. We are calling organometallic compound. Why? The Grignard reagent is
CFG bond, sir.
organometallic compound. Reason is
Sir, CMG bond.
very good. Carbon and magnesium bond is present here. We need to write like this: CH3MgI. Due to this bond, we are calling organometallic compound. Organic compounds having carbon. Metal is magnesium. In between this bond is present. That's what's called organometallic compound. So option
C.
C is correct. Yes. Tomorrow we have 2 exams, CET exam and one is JEE exam. For CET level, only you refer concept and round 1 question. Round 1 level question in hydrocarbon. This chapter, alkyl and aryl halide.
Sir, when is the exam, sir?
Tomorrow. Timing, sir will tell you. Morning session 1 exam, evening session 1 exam. These 2 chapters from concept and round 1 CET level question. And one more thing, few IUPAC name also there. I think those all come from hydrocarbon chapter only. And for JEE, most of the questions previous year JEE questions. Previous year JEE questions, both topics, hydrocarbons and alkyl and aryl halide. So if you do well this concept and round 1 question, you can answer 99%. You can answer in CET level question. JEE also 90% questions you can answer if you do the previous year question and this concept also. Okay. Then move to solution chapter. we were discussing about ideal and non-ideal solution. Anirudh, what is Raoult's law? What is Raoult's law? Banu,
Sir,
what is Raoult's law?
for a solution of volatile liquids,
Uh,
the vapor pressure is
Ah.
pressure of one component
uh.
is directly proportional to the mole fraction of that.
Very good, very good, very good. So the partial pressure of each component in a solution is directly proportional to its mole fraction. So that means P1 is directly proportional to X1. So P1 is equal to P1 power 0 into X1. This is Raoult's law. Okay, now see what are ideal and non-ideal solutions. Very simple concept. Solution which obeys Raoult's law over the entire or over the range of concentration, it is called ideal solution. Solution which do not obey Raoult's law over the entire range of concentration are called non-ideal solution. First write ideal solution definition. Solution which obey Raoult's law over entire range of concentration called ideal solution. You already know P is equal to, or simple, PA is equal to PA power 0 into XA for ideal solution. And P total is equal PA plus PB. This is accepted for ideal solution. One more very important thing is, listen all of you this point. For ideal solution, enthalpy mixing and volume mixing both are 0. Delta V mix is equal to 0 and delta H mix equal to 0. See what is this meaning?
So,
Tell
what
me.
is delta V, sir?
Yes, I am telling that first. Listen, I am taking solvent A and solvent B. Solvent A is 100 ml. Solvent B is 50 ml. If I mix both, total volume must become 150 ml. Total volume must become 150 ml. The volume of solution should not increase, should not decrease than 150. That is called delta V mixing 0. And enthalpy mixing. When you mix solute A, solvent A, and so both solvent are solid. When you mix both, there is no heat absorbed or heat released. That is called enthalpy of mixing. This is also 0. You know, when H2SO4 is mixed with H2O, water, what happens? Heat releases or heat absorbs? H2O mixed with H2SO4.
Heat is released.
Both are liquids, you know. Heat releases or not?
Yes, sir.
Heat must be released. This is exothermic process. So during that time, enthalpy of mixing not equal to 0. Now, suppose you mix, one example is, I think you didn't see that solvents, you don't have idea. Benzene and toluene. When you mix benzene and toluene, no heat absorbed, no heat evolved. This follows ideal behavior because both having almost same chemical structure, molecular size. That's what the mixture of benzene and toluene is ideal solution, considered as a ideal solution. We have few examples for ideal solution. Benzene and toluene. Ethyl chloride and ethyl bromide.
Can you repeat the second point again? I didn't understand.
Enthalpy of mixing.
Sir.
Yes. So suppose
Yes,
when you
sir.
mix the two solvents, heat should not absorb and heat should not release. That is called, that time enthalpy of mixing becomes 0. Think 1 minute. If I give non-ideal solution, you can get idea what is enthalpy of mixing and enthalpy of mixing and volume mixing. In non-ideal solution, it will be clear. First write example: benzene and toluene. So in material given many examples, just I am giving first 2 or 3 examples only. N-hexane and N-heptane. N-hexane, N-heptane. Chlorobenzene and bromobenzene. Chlorobenzene and bromobenzene. Okay, this is for ideal solution. Complete at this point. For ideal solution definition.
Yes, sir.
Now write non-ideal solution definition. Solution which do not obey Raoult's law are called non-ideal solution. See, for non-ideal solution, PA not equal to PA power 0 and XA, P total also not equal to PA plus PB. So now, if we have small place for ideal solution, draw this graph. For ideal solution, this is the graph. This is the graph for ideal solution. See, for non-ideal solution, Pa not equal to Pa power 0 and Xa, P total not equal to Pa plus Pb, and volume mixing also not equal to 0. Enthalpy mixing also not equal to 0. Here just one example. Listen example. Suppose I am taking water and ethyl alcohol. Here water I am taking 100 ml, ethyl alcohol taking 50 ml. Total volume becomes how much? Generally we are expected total volume is 150. Generally we are expecting 150, but it is not 150. It is more than 150. Delta V greater than 150 will come. That's what this is comes under non-ideal solution. Even enthalpy also, I think here we can't observe heat more released or observed. If you go for any another example like H2SO4 and water, that is also non-ideal solution. During that process, heat is released. So their enthalpy of mixing not equal to 0. So that's what that solution also comes under non-ideal solution. Okay. For non-ideal solution, you write these 3 points. This is very important. Volume mixing and enthalpy mixing.
What are the examples, sir?
It having example. Wait, first of all, if you write up to here, later non-ideal solutions are classified into 2 types: positive deviation and negative deviation. Completed till here? The non-ideal solution now classified into 2 types: positive deviation from Raoult's law and negative deviation from Raoult's law. Non-ideal solution are 2 types: first one, positive deviation from Raoult's law. Listen here, a small concept. When a solution shows positive deviation from Raoult's law, first of all, I am taking 2 solvents, 2 liquids, liquid A, liquid B. In liquid A, molecules are, suppose A molecules only. In between molecules A, some interactions are present. Those interactions are, I am denoting with AA interaction. In liquid A, AA interactions are present. Suppose in between water molecules, we are saying hydrogen bond is present between water molecule and another water molecule. So such type of interaction. In between molecule A, in liquid A, AA interactions are present. In liquid B also, in between molecule and molecule, some interactions are present. Those interactions I am denoted with BB interaction. Now I am mixing liquid A and liquid B. It gives AB. Gives AB. Suppose AB interaction are weaker than either of the AA and BB interaction. Then solution shows positive deviation from Raoult's law. See, if AB interactions are weaker, the solution, the components in the solution easily converts to vapor. Is it correct or not? This is suppose water. This is methanol, CH3OH. You understand? Petrol. Which is volatile and which is highly volatile? Water or petrol?
Pet.
Yes? Volatile, highly volatile. Which one easily converts to vapor?
Water.
Petrol, sir.
Petrol, yes?
Yes, sir.
At room temperature also even, petrol easily converts to vapor. It have very low boiling point compared to water. That's what its vapor pressure is very high. Water also converts to vapor. It is having low vapor pressure. Compared to this vapor pressure, your vapor pressure is less. Because interaction depends upon molecular interaction. Here molecular interactions are very weak. That's what here vapor pressure is very high. Here molecular interactions are strong in between water and water. Which bond is present?
Hydrogen bond.
Hydrogen bond is present. That's what here very strong bond is there. It converts to less molecule converts to vapor. So here vapor pressure is less. Here only weak van der Waals forces are present. Easily converts to vapor and causes more vapor pressure. Okay. Now I'm talking here. AA interactions are strong. BB interactions are so strong. When you mix both the liquids, it is giving AB interaction. And also I'm saying AB interactions are very weak than AA and BB interaction. So here vapor pressure is higher or less? Vapor pressure in AB is higher or lower than AA and BB? Higher, because the interactions are very weak. Molecules easily converts to vapor. That's why in these liquids, vapor pressure. So here we may write formula. According to Raoult's law, here we are writing, generally we are writing PA is equal to PA power 0 into XA. But for this solution, PA greater than PA power 0 into XA. Because here AB interactions are weaker than AA and BB, so easily converts to vapor and causes more vapor pressure. Solution vapor pressure is more than pure liquid. And you may write even B also. PB greater than PB power 0 and the XA. Total P total also greater than PA plus PB. This is solutions which are showing positive deviation from Raoult's law, and graph is okay. First of all, write this information. Everything right. This also. Is it completed? Note down this also.
So it's XB, right?
Oh, yes,
PB is
XB, correct.
Finish, sir.
Okay. Now see graph.
So is this graph a positive deviation?
Yes. Both the deviation, but positive deviation also have graph, negative deviation also having graph. This dotted line represents if solution is ideal, these dotted lines are correct. But solution is now non-ideal and also it is showing positive deviation. So xa is equal to 1, xa is equal to here 0, xb here 0, here xb is equal to 1. You know, this is vapor pressure, this is mole fraction. Solution showing positive deviation, and also I told you formula PA greater than, sorry, PT greater than PA plus PB. It means total vapor pressure is higher than sum of the partial pressures of pure component A and component B. So comes like this. We call it parabola. And I told you PA greater than PA power 0 into XA. A line, this is also gives parabola like this. And PB also greater than PB power 0 into XA. This line comes like this. This is for non-ideal solution which are showing positive deviation. Draw this graph. Just write few examples. Ethyl alcohol and water. Methanol plus water. Acetone, ethyl alcohol. Acetone and benzene. I have many examples. We may read from material. Okay, completed. Graph and example. Rachna, Ritesh,
Sir.
completed.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt here?
Yes, sir.
No.
Chirag, Harsh,
Yes, sir. Completed.
Yes, sir.
any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, now we're going to negative deviation from Raoult's law. Negative deviation from Raoult's law. Okay, now here also consider liquid A and liquid B. In liquid A, AA interactions are present. Liquid B, BB interactions are present. And liquid A plus liquid B give AB liquid or AB solution. Okay, fine. Here, AB interactions are stronger than either of AA and BB. Are stronger than either of the AA and BB interaction. Then solution shows negative deviation from Raoult's law. Suppose HNO3 and water. I'm taking HNO, water is 100 ml, HNO3 is 30 ml. Total volume is 130 ml. But when you do practical, it won't give 130 ml, it gives less than 130 ml. Mixture volume is less than 130 ml. So this refers, it shows negative deviation from Raoult's law. And also, its boiling point also. What is water boiling point? Water boiling point, 100 degrees centigrade. Nothing but 373.15 Kelvin. Nitric acid boiling point is nearly 108 degrees centigrade. Add to this plus 8 degrees centigrade. It gives 381.15 Kelvin. This is, I'm talking individually. Water having 373.15, HNO3 having 181.15 Kelvin. But this mixture, it maintains 393.15 Kelvin. This refers the interaction between H2O and HNO3 mixture having stronger than interactions in water and in nitric acid. Compared to interaction between water molecule and the nitric acid interaction, that mixture, nitric acid and water mixture interactions are very stronger. That's what its boiling point is, 393.15 Kelvin.
Sir, medium does not matter.
What?
Sir, medium does not matter, sir.
What you are asking? I'm not getting. Kushi, who is that? Harsh?
So it's Chirag.
Who is that guy? What's your doubt? Tell me. Okay. So here, the interaction between AB is more stronger than AA and BB interaction. That's what its boiling point is. Mixture boiling point is more than AA and BB. And its vapor pressure also. Tell me now, vapor pressure increases or decreases? Mixture vapor pressure.
Decreases.
Yes, AB mixture vapor pressure must be decreases compared to its pure component. That's why here PA less than PA power 0 into XA, when PB also. PB less than PB power 0 XB, and P total less than PA plus PB. Note down this information. A graph is solution is ideal. It shows like this graph, but now solution is showing negative deviation from route star. So now like this graph. Hyperbola, downside graph. Showing negative deviation. Monitor like P total. PA power 0, PB power 0, XA is equal to 1, XB is equal to 1. Example, nitric acid and water. Water and HCl. Methanol and acetic acid. Chloroform and benzene.
Sir, how is both XA and XB equal to 1, sir?
XA, mole fraction is okay. That is XA plus XB is always equal to 1 only, mole fraction. Mole fraction not changes. Here only difference comes in its pressure, with vapor pressure, differences come. Due to that vapor pressure only P total changes, PA, PB also changes. So here XB is equal to 0, here XA equal to 0. Is this completed?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in this concept? Ideal and non-ideal solution? Tejaswini,
No doubt, sir.
Sainika, Ritesh, Rachna,
No doubt, sir.
Kushi, Kavya.
No doubt, sir.
So in board level, mostly asking what is simple definition, ideal and non-ideal solution definition, and examples are mostly asking in this concept. If you go for competitive level, these relations are asking. PA, PB relation, P total relation, and volume mixing, and enthalpy mixing, those relations are asking. For non-ideal solution, enthalpy mixing and volume mixing, lower, they become lower. I think that we are studying under non-ideal solution only. In non-ideal solution, we are writing enthalpy of volume mixing is not equal to 0, and enthalpy mixing also not equal to 0. We are writing.
Sir,
Okay. Tell me.
sir, is it possible that solution is exactly ideal, like volume mixing is exactly 0 without any change?
No, without any change. Yes, happens. Suppose if you take benzene and toluene or chlorobenzene and bromobenzene, if you take their mixture, its volume not changes. This is 100 ml, this also take 100 ml. Totally it gives 200 ml. No difference. It won't come higher value and lower value. That mainly depends upon volume of solution. Mixture, it mainly depends upon its molecular size. Here also benzene ring, here also benzene ring, here also halogen, here also halogen. So there is no much difference. And interactions also between those maintain same. That's what its mixture is. We are taking ideal solution. Got it? We go to the examples of ideal solution example. There I gave first example is benzene and toluene having same structure and interaction. Benzene and toluene. N-hexane and N-heptane, 6 carbons in N-hexane, 7 carbons in N-heptane. Both are hydrocarbons and alkanes also. Interactions are same. And next one is carbon tetrachloride and silicon tetrachloride, CCl4 and silicon tetrachloride. See, carbon and silicon both belongs to same group, 14th group elements. These are carbon and silicon. Almost they maintain same interaction. And here also 4 chlorine atom, here also 4 chlorine atom. Structure also almost the same. That's what their volume mixing comes 0, and enthalpy mixing also 0. Okay, next concept, azeotrope solution. Azeotrope mixture or azeotrope solution. First of all, write its definition. Azeotrope are solution of two solvents it having same composition in liquid and vapor phase. Liquid and vapor phase. And boils at constant temperature. So here azeotrope, it is a mixture of two solvents and they maintain constant boiling point and they maintain same composition in liquid phase and vapor phase also. It's having a lot of meaning. I will explain you. First write definition. Completed definition?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now listen, man. Generally, how we are separating water and ethyl alcohol? Suppose like we have a mixture of water and ethyl alcohol. How to separate
Boiling
both?
point. Boiling
Yeah.
point.
Yes, both boiling point is different. Water boiling point is 100 degrees centigrade, and ethyl alcohol boiling point is nearly 80 degrees centigrade. We are separating both the solvents by fractional distillation.
Yes, sir.
And suppose I have methyl alcohol, methanol, and water. Water boiling point is 100 degrees centigrade. Methyl alcohol boiling point is just 48 degrees centigrade. We can separate both by simple distillation process. We can separate.
Yes, sir.
But azotropes we can't separate because they boil at constant temperature. And one example is, don't write this, just listen. Example is water and ethyl alcohol. Water composition is 95.5% is water, remaining 4.5% is ethyl alcohol. When you prepared mixture with this composition, that behaves as a azotrope. Suppose if you try to separate water and ethyl alcohol, not possible, you can't separate because they boil at constant temperature. Water is generally boiled at 100 degrees centigrade. Ethyl alcohol is generally boiled at separately, I'm talking about 80 degrees centigrade. When you mix these two components in this proportionally, 95.5% water and 4.5% ethyl alcohol, this liquid boils at 351.15 Kelvin. This is boils at this second. So we can't separate. And also here, same composition in liquid and vapor phase. In liquid phase, these are maintaining 91.5%, 4.5%. Suppose you try to separate both the components, we need to heat more than this temperature, 351.15 Kelvin. More than this temperature we have to give to separate. Not both won't separate. This converts to vapor phase. In liquid, both are in this composition, 95.5%. This is 4.5%. When you heat this one, your vapors come. This vapor also maintains same composition, 95.5%, 4.5% composition. So such type of liquids are called azotropes. Did you got this meaning?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Two
so
solution
how,
it has. Tell me.
how can they be separated?
No, we have to go through some chemical methods. Otherwise, we can't separate.
Okay, sir.
By simple physical methods, we can't separate. To separate those, both we need to add other some chemicals into the solution. Then we can separate.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Same composition in liquid and vapor phase, and boils at a constant temperature. Got it? This meaning? Any doubt here about azotrope mixture?
No, sir.
This is one example, and another example also there. Nitric acid and water. Here this is maintaining 68%, this is maintaining 32%. Suppose you take 68 grams nitric acid, 32 grams water, then that solution also behaves as a azotrope mixture. Suppose this composition changes, it won't behave as azotrope, mind it. Tell me.
But how from composition it maintains the temperature? Means how does it form?
Okay, good question. See, when you mix these two components, some interactions are common between the two components, water and HNO3.
Yes,
between water and ethyl alcohol. Already we discussed about this. This is AA interaction. This is BB interactions. When you mix those, it gives AB interaction.
Yes, sir.
Because of this AB interaction, some changes will come. But at this composition, this this becomes a azotrope. They maintain same boiling point and same composition and liquid phase and vapor phase. Only
So
this
if the
composition.
compositions are different, if the composition are different, the temperature will be different.
Yes,
for
obviously,
each.
temperature will be different, and we can separate those.
Okay,
We
sir.
can separate those both compounds. If composition is different, we can separate both.
So how this is calculated, like which composition is needed? to
Okay.
be,
That's no, it not have any formula, just by doing practicalities. We have a lot of azotrope solutions. These are known. Water and ethyl alcohol, nitric acid, and water. These are known solutions. If you go for organic solvents, these are maintaining a lot of azeotrope solution. That's only by doing practically.
Okay, sir.
Okay, by practicals only by trial and error methods are followed to get this azeotrope solution. Just first taking that is 1%, is 99%. Next that is 2%, is 98%. So by taking like this and going to procedure like this, are they maintaining both the same boiling point or not? It's a big process. Taking for to find just one azeotrope solutions only taking 3 years or 5 years.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Any
Yes, sir.
doubt here?
Sir.
Rachna,
No, sir.
Ritesh, Banu,
No, sir.
any doubt? Tejaswini,
No doubt.
Harsh,
No, sir.
okay. So here, the azeotrope mixtures also classified into 2 types. First one is, like, known it right now, minimum boiling point azeotrope and maximum boiling azeotrope. 2 type of azeotrope solutions are there. In next class, we will discuss this. Okay.
Thank
Thank you.
you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
So,
Thank you, sir.
So all the
Thank you,
best.
sir. Good night, sir.
All the best for tomorrow exam. All of you prepare well.
Yes, sir.
Most of the questions are known questions only. If you get more than 90 or 95% in final exam also, you can score better. If you maintain now 90, more than 90% in JEE exam and CET exam both. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
thank you, sir.